All right, so now we're going to do think about something called the stacking context. Okay, so let's learn how to draw a circle and an oval. So behind our rectangle tool, if you just hold it till it flies out, you'll see this ellipse tool. You can also press L on your keyboard. Now, if you just go to start drawing, oops, I don't want to do that. Let's draw this circle first. So if you start drawing, right, you see it can be, any shape. But as soon as I hold shift, right, we become a perfect circle. So let's make a perfect circle. Let's actually make it look like that. So with it selected, right here, this is the default. So if I click that, it goes to the default white fill and the black stroke. And so now I'm going to use my option on my black key right here. I hit V to get to the thing really quickly. And I'll just pull this out to look like that. I could have just drawn a circle. You'll see I have scale done. Doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you have two objects here. Now let's take both of these, and so I select both of those by holding shift and clicking on each one. And move this over here and put one over the other. And notice what happened. So the thing I drew second is above the thing I drew first. And that's because things happen in a stacking context. Now, if you've ever used Photoshop, you know that there is a layers palette. So I'm going to go to the layers palette here. Now, believe it or not, I don't use layers a ton in Illustrator unless I have a real specific purpose. So you see in this file right here that we actually have two layers, and one layer is locked, so you can't grab excuse me, all these extra things right here. And so we can do that. But if we hit this little triangle to go down, we can see that each thing I've drawn is here. And if you want to select something, you can hit this little thing here. Now, I can make an object go above. If I want to change the stacking order, I can just simply go to this palette and drag this up. Of course, that's a little bit too much, right? I'm going to hit Command Z here for a second. There's other ways to make things happen. So if you select the object, you can go to, Object, Arrange, Bring Forward. Bring to front goes all the way, no matter how many objects, to the front, and send to back goes below every single object. So if I open up the layers palette, it would be all the way at the bottom. Send backwards. Now, I actually never usually use those either. I'm all about the quick keys. So if you hit Command and the left and right brackets, you see you can move these things up and below other things. If you want to send all the way to the back, you can hit Command Shift left bracket, Command Shift right bracket, but usually you're just doing Command left bracket and right bracket. And so that is the stacking context, and something you have to be aware of so you can make one object, if you drew it first, go say behind another object.